Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Psychonaut Sessions. This is Daniel Moeller, and this is your home for all things psycho. And today we're going to talk about Jan the Vagabond. That's not Jan, ladies and gentlemen. It is Jan. From Wandering Wizard Comics, this is the first comic out by the Wandering Wizard Comics imprint by the one and only Honorable Aaron Conaway. For those of you that are familiar with my channel, you know I've done quite a few videos with Aaron. Aaron is a lifelong friend. He is a lifelong creative partner. He is the author of Waking the Weaver, Before the Weaver, the Timberhaven Chronicles, as it were, including Tales for Halloween, and as well as numerous other products of the New Vision Comics Collective universe, which includes Appalachian Blues, etc. As well as this nice piece that you can get. Links in the description to all of his stuff, including this collaboration between Aaron and I. Called Vision Tales number 0, which is the introduction to our superhero universe. This is us as kids and our buddy Thrash. So you can get that link in the description. But today we're going to be taking a look at Jan. I do not want to go through the entire book because I don't want to spoil it. I want people to go out and buy it. This isn't just some relic from the 80s or early 90s that I'm usually taking a look at. So I'm not going to go through it for panel from beginning to end, but I do want to give a brief look and shout out here. So Jan the Vagabond is a concept that Aaron came up with fairly recently. He wanted to have a project that I believe that he could explore and experiment the process of drawing. Aaron's never really been a visual artist. He has always been a writer since I can first even remember. He was always even a storyteller when we were kids. And in our collaborations together, of course, he's been the writer. But he wanted to try his hand at visual art, and I think he had a concept in mind that really reminds me a lot of his love for comics like Peanuts and Calvin and Hobbes, and that sort of just like fun, whimsical world of like the Sunday comics that you don't really get in the quote unquote regular comic world. So this cover is actually drawn by Aaron, and it's colored by Jeremy Bohannon, who is a collaborative partner of ours. You can catch him on the PC Bombcast. Wonderful individual, great colorist. So he did a great job. You know, Aaron left a lot here for the colorist to work on. For sure, and he did a really good job of it. So it's a really good complement between their two work. This here is Aaron's signature. In case anybody's wondering what these little squiggly lines are, he should have been a doctor. So let's take a look in the inside here. Like I said, everything by Aaron. The cover is colored by Jeremy Bohannon. Oh, and Jeremy Bohannon also did the title design and the Wandering Wizard logo as well. So Jeremy Bohannon is great at just overall design work. So you should hit him up if you're looking for anything like that, and pay the man. He's worth every penny. So nice splash page. You have to understand, other than like a few sketches, this is Aaron's first real comic page. Now, this is a person's first work, really, even at drawing a full story. Aaron's never not been schooled as a visual artist of any kind, but you're going to see elements of a very strong style. You're going to see a strong ability to be able to tell a story to be able to provide a sequential narrative, which even some of the most schooled artists in the comic book community cannot do. You may not be able to tell from the camera, but you get a little splash of green in this black and white comic book by the meteor that's falling to the planet below. So we get a little bit of Jan out in the wilderness. You get some very fun, whimsical narrative, and Jan watches the meteor fall to the planet. Got a little possum there. Aaron's got a lot of little Easter eggs to his real life and other um, elements of the comics community in here. So the main part of this story is this boy finds this meteor and he's curious by it, and this is a great piece of what I'm talking about here. There are so many people out there that quote unquote know how to draw and make incredibly um, uh, detailed and pretty looking pictures, but can they do this? Can they get a little bit, even without any words, be able to just get tell so much? Not only is he climbing and exploring this meteor, but you get his little sense of his wonderment and innocence, as well as whoop, you know, slipping and falling, and this just kind of like fun uh, little bit of storytelling in here. Um, Really incredible. Many skilled and uh, experienced artists don't ever get a knack for this. So this meteor, or this glowing orb that fell from space, is sentient and begins to have a conversation. And of course, Jan's like, "Are you a marble?" Like, so again, of course, his art is rough around the edges, but I personally really like that in an artist. I like being able to see the process at play in my art, and I also like simplicity when it's necessary. And I like early art. I've always liked the art in someone's early game, because you're getting to watch them experiment and grow and try things out, and really try things that they probably never will try whenever they're older, because whenever someone has been drawing for so many years, you find elements that you're comfortable with. So here's the basics of the story. This sentient orb that fell from space is looking for a herald to carry him as a weapon to vanquish the planet, and to implement conquest across all life, as it were. So it's a very powerful orb, and it basically can take the person's will or their imagination and grow into some sort of weapon that could take out the universe, even, so they can be the ruler. And of course, old Jan is like, I don't really know what I want to be. And so the orb grows into these tendrils and is trying to help him figure it out, and tries to go into his brain. And of course, it's supposed to be this scary thing that if it was happening to you in real life. And of course, Jan is like, that tickles. Just freaking awesome. And goes into Jan's brain. And within that, we get way more awesome Easter eggs of this like weird library with this Sphinx, and all of these books from people that I know, that he knows, um, so on and so forth. So the whole gist of this really is that, oh look, there's an ad for something you may recognize on this channel. Um, he decides that he wants to be a shield, which this poor orb is like, oh my gosh, really? A shield? How are we going to take over the world by you just being a shield? But Jan thinks it's fun, and he's having a good time, and it's something that he always wanted. So the story continues, and I don't want to spoil the rest of it because, by God, you need to go pick up this book. It's fun all the way through. It's an easy read, but again, it's like reading the Sunday comics. It's that fun. But Sunday comics are actually very sophisticated in their storytelling prowess, and Aaron definitely is that. He shows his chops with every single page, and even though he may not yet have like certain skills to be able to perfectly execute something in a quote unquote professional style, he still executes it, and he still executes it very well. Um, I love it. I loved this book. I've read it several times. It actually made me laugh a couple times out loud, which not many books can do. And he's going to be starting a letters page. So if you want to buy his book and write a letter, the letter pages of old are tons of fun. His primary influences for this, though, were most specifically Gru, the Wanderer. So anybody out there, Gru, you know that that's some good stuff. The Usagi Yojimbo, and the Adventures of Tintin, of course. So a lot of great influences, and of course you can pick up his novels, and he's got an upcoming novel coming out this year in his Timberhaven Chronicles called Monsters in the Park. So definitely it's a great book to capture. And here's actually a little image by me um, uh, promoting our new Vision Comics Collective, our shared superhero universe. You can actually get this in a t-shirt form as well. And I believe Aaron has merch that you can get, a Jan the Vagabond t-shirt. Totally fun book. He's currently in the process of making book 2, and it's going to be out soon. It's worth every penny. This is the reason why I love comics. Fun, enjoyable read. So go out there, check it out. For all of you that are watching this, please like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. I have books of my own as well in my shop. Links in the description. And everybody out there, thanks for tuning in. Stay safe and keep it psycho.